Today I'm going to be swapping racing for football. Why? But not just any kind of football, blind football.
Go on, Kev.
Go on, Kev.
Go on, Kev.
Go on, Kevin.
We're at the iconic St. George's Park and players from the England blind football team are going to be showing me how they master the sport and put me through my paces with a series of challenges. So finally I'm joined by all these pros on the pitch and it's time to go to play some football, but I need to know the basics of what to expect as soon as I put on this blindfold. Roy, what can I expect getting out there?
So obviously for us, we've gotten a lot more used to playing football without sight than you have, so I imagine it will feel quite daunting. There's things that we learn to do that you would use your sight for, so measuring distance, like we get used to using our other senses to measure how far away we are from things. So see the pitch, when you play blind football competitively, you have boards down the sides of the pitch, and as well as sort of giving you that a sort of perception of where there would be like a touch line to the ball, if it hits the boards, it stays in play. And I've spoken enough, so what's everyone else?
I mean, it's a bit of a cliche, isn't it? If you lose one sense, you use the others more. So it's just really tuning in to what you can hear, or feeling the ball, feeling everything around you, and tuning into everything you can.
In my racing I have someone speaking in my ear as well. Racing give me advice on lines and stuff like that, so I think I have to really double into.
We have a goalie yelling at us. So
I have to try and trust even more what's in my ears. Sometimes I question what they say on my radio, but here I can't question anyone. I need to trust the communication.
We get subbed off if that happens. I think in the car it's quite hard to bring
bounce a wall and we get subbed off.
And Megan, what type of communication can I expect out there? What's the general language and stuff like that out there?
You'll hear the word voy, which means I go. Is it in Spanish? That's kind of when someone's going in to kind of for a tackle, they'll say voy, 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 so they know you're coming in, so both players are coming together really. Lots of players use like the code red, and they'll say red, and everyone will say it together so you can hear where every player is on the pitch.
Right.
You should be screening, both of you screening. And then
We often spend a lot of time practicing with the coaches and other players. How can we get this information across in like less words?
Like a lot of the pitch is split up into different sections, so you've got like R1, R2, R3, R4, and then the same on the left hand side as well, so it kind of, instead of going
break it up.
Yeah, it's kind of
like
short,
battleships.
quick.
Yeah. Because obviously in your position you speak English, and that's a well-known language around the world. And when you meet other countries, they can know you. So you need to have that different communication. If I start shouting in Swedish, then please excuse me. I'm now heading to sit down and chat with the England players, Roy and FA, at the stands. Well, Roy and FA, it's great to meet you both. How did you first get into and discover blind football?
Go on, F.
Yeah, sure. So I discovered mine, I was really lucky to be fair, discovered it by complete chance. So there used to be a community programme at Tottenham. I grew up a massive football fan, really keen to watch, really keen to try and play the regular ball, but not really able to due to not knowing the equipment, not knowing the sport was around. And my brother was going to get a football shirt for his birthday from Tottenham, and my mum found the advert on the website and just said, yeah, blind football, let's give it a go. So by complete chance, I just fell in love with it straight away and didn't really look back.
Yeah, and you, Roy?
So for me, like when I was growing up, there wasn't really a structure for blind football. When I'm about 50 years older than FA, so it was different back then because England only played its first international match back in 1996. And I was a kid at the time, and there was no real structure, particularly for junior blind football. Okay. So I actually got into other sports, and while still casually playing football, I got into athletics. And it was in my early 20s, I'd had a layoff through some injuries and stuff, and I was just desperate to get back into playing competitive sport. And there was a National Blind Football League in place by then. So I got to sort of try out for the Everton team. They'd entered a team in the league, and things just kind of went from there. And it was just great to play the sport that I'd loved growing up and finally have the opportunity to kind of play it, with and against, with the blind players.
How is that, in terms of awareness? How much have it changed over the last couple of years?
We have amazing coverage now of some of the major tournaments. Like, look at the way the Paralympics is covered now. It's absolutely fantastic. Blind football is a Paralympic sport, so it gets real good showcase on like the elite stage. The challenge is it's those parents and the children, they watch it on the telly, but they don't necessarily know where that first step is.
Right. Yeah.
But having said that, there are a lot more projects now. There's a lot more in terms of outreach from the FA with talent identification. It's that real grassroots level. Is still there's a lot of people within the kind of school setting, local clubs still need to know more about how they can support blind and partially sighted people to play.
Yeah, and is that really the key key points for the importance of educating people to get more, stuck into any para sport? Is the the Paralympics the key driving point, and what more things should they do to try and get more involvement?
I think there's a lot of low expectation around what somebody can do when they've got any disability, really. Whether it's the person themselves, sometimes particularly if you have a disability that happens later on in life, you may be a little bit like, oh, I don't know how I can do any of these things. And then that can also be sort of compounded by the people around you maybe not knowing those things. It's the basics, like you can only play football if you've had the chance to move confidently. Yeah. For a lot of us who are in the squad now, most of us are very confident in terms of using a cane or a guide dog or getting around independently, and those things really help you to then go on to do another sport, so it all links in together.
There's a lot of fear and apprehension, especially for younger kids playing sport, in terms of you want to have the independence to play the sport, but then you want to play the sport to get the independence. It's kind of what comes first, and sometimes it's better just to take the plunge and learn it. It's even like in your general life, if you're a blind person playing a blind sport, you're much better at reading your space around you. Your spatial awareness is much better, and then if you want to go out independently to the town, you're able to read where people are around you. So it's even things like that. It really goes so deep into everything you need to do day to day, and those skills are developed so well from blind sport, and especially blind football.
And now it's time to get the blindfold on. Well, it's comfortable, but it's really soft, but also it is completely black.
Go, yeah.
The England players have now started to carry out some dribbling drills on the pitch.
Yeah.
Meg?
Yep.
Ready?
Go.
Let's go.
It's incredible. The amount of communication, what's small and sharp, is incredible. And the awareness of the ball, obviously with the small bells, we didn't mention before, there are small bells or balls in the ball to make a sound, a rattling sound. And that's key to obviously keep them aware of where it is on their foot. And then calling each other back and forward, having that communication, it's incredible. And also trying this on for 30 seconds before, knowing how, just what you lose, to see them doing this at this pace, incredible. And I'm not even trying myself, which I'm getting quite nervous about. Now I'm really nervous, because you guys were so good.
You may have noticed the sort of the general kind of blind football dribble is touching the ball with every step.
Yes, I could see that. You were almost flying across the field, because you were constantly back and forward, constant sense of where the ball is at.
Yeah. So one of the ways to start practicing that is almost to try and get it into a rhythm where you're trying to do it on the spot. So you're just like touch, and getting that. And then you would progress it by just ever so slightly trying to walk forward with it. So like tap, 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 and then check in by putting your foot on top of the ball that it's still there. So 1, 2, 3, stop.
I lost it. There it is.
There we go.
Ooh.
And then because it's an odd number, you can switch it round so that you start with the other foot, so you get practicing stopping with the other foot as well. You go right, left, right.
Now I lost the ball. There it is. This is...
Yeah, walk forward, mate. There you go.
There you go. This is the hardest thing I've ever experienced, I think.
So it's really getting so that you can feel that ball with every step.
You have to really practice how far it goes with every touch, don't you? Almost just flowing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's it. That's good. It's good.
It's incredible that you know that was better.
Just the rhythm. Before. It's just you got into a bit of a rhythm with it. Because if you're in a rhythm with it, that means you're kind of in control. So your challenge now. See if you can get to Meg's voice.
Like face towards me. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh.
That's it. Keep going. Yeah.
That's it. Good stuff.
Bit further. Yeah. And then turn around.
Turn around.
Yes, Kev, towards me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Kevin. Very good. Towards me.
Effie, where are you?
I'm here. Yes, Kevin. Yes, Kevin.
And that's really important actually, because you've actually asked him where he is. So sometimes in a game like that'll happen, you know, where you as a person with the ball, you'll want to know where the rest of your teammates are.
Oh, now I lost the ball. There we go, I'll stop here. It's almost because I felt sometimes now I almost lost, when I touched it too little, it didn't make enough sound. So I lost perception where the ball was. When you go quick, you get a little bit more force, but still, then you almost keep a sense of where the ball is more also.
A lot of the time it's just muscle memory. So if you're dribbling with your head down, listening for the ball, you have no idea what's around you. So
it's like the sighted player, isn't it? Looking at the ball, they can't tell what's going on around them if they're too into. So the challenge is using your, like
muscle
we'll
memory.
quite often practice with a ball without a sound in it to try not to lose it, because you're trusting your touch to be able to take those touches and know where it is, so that you can use your senses to determine what else is going on
so
around
you use the senses in the feet for the ball touch and knowing where that is, and then you keep your head up to get the sound from everywhere around you. Really, when you're not used to obviously using my eyes, then wow, it's so difficult to, obviously learning to use your senses more and more in other ways. But I can feel like just standing there and listening more.
Yeah. Honestly,
how it switches on more and more.
But it is hard, even I can see shapes and colours, and even transferring from seeing the world, I've got quite a lot of useful vision. Going to a blindfold, it's really hard. You have to get used to it. So going from a fully sighted world to totally black out nothing, it is a massive change. You don't realise how much sight you do use on a daily basis.
It's also almost like when I put it on and you have the complete blackout, you almost feel a little bit more like car sick, because you don't have you lose a reference.
Yeah.
It's your brain is telling you that something's wrong.
Yeah.
Whereas for us, we've gotten to the point where our brain's like, I'm used to this now.
Really. So I'm lost for words. Putting that on and just experiencing what you guys do, and then seeing what you did dribbling. And I've seen just dribbling. I've not even seen you guys play a game. So I'm already starstruck, to be honest.
Oh, thank you.
It's incredible.
I mean, what you do, your sport, you take risks, maybe in a different way, but there's still, you're still used to that adrenaline rush. And I suppose there's probably that we have in common. We have that adrenaline rush of, running around the pitch.
And you learn to manage it and to rationalise it and to perform with it. So.
And you get confident with it. You're confident in the environment where you've practiced things. I mean, it's great. Really appreciate you taking yourself out your comfort zone and giving it a go as well.
Well, thank you for having me so far. Should we do some penalty shots?
Let's have it.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that.
I'm heading to chat with England players Lucy and Megan at the stands. Well, Lucy and Megan, great to have you guys with us to share a bit more about blind football and your experience. Obviously, teamwork is one of the key pillars in many sports, but especially in blind football. How important it is for you to get the specific things right in that, and how just important in general is to have a good team around you?
Well, our whole sport relies on communication between all players, goalkeepers and guides.
Blind football is a blindfolded sport. All the outfield players are blind and the goalkeepers are sighted. So having that teamwork, not just between the players but between the goalkeepers too, is really important. So the goalkeepers can communicate with us on the pitch, saying where we are, and we can communicate back in terms of getting back in position. So. And
what kind of resources are made available to you to practice your sport, play your sport and live it?
So I'm able to train at the Royal National College for the Blind in Hereford, and they have a blind football pitch available on campus, and I've trained there for the past 2 years while studying alongside.
Same as Lucy, I also went to the Royal National College for the Blind, where they have kind of specific sessions which are coached by actually the men's head England coach. So I'm really fortunate to kind of have those facilities to kind of be able to train. Also there's national leagues as well, and those are all held at the Royal National College for the Blind, so it gives us a chance to kind of put what we learn and train into kind of action.
Gaining that game experience and knowledge, and I think it's very important, especially for female players as the sport is growing.
And how meaningful is it to you guys to be able to practice your sport and have a space to do something that you love?
I think it's very important for me. I think for not a known sport as well, because we've got such a specific pitch that we play on. There's 3 blind football pitches in the UK, isn't there?
Yeah, there's 3. If, say, for example, like I'm from Leeds, and if I were to kind of train in that area, I'd be looking at kind of, right, what facilities are out there, hiring a sports hall, then finding a coach within football who's kind of already got that speciality within blind football. And for me, sports is important anyway, like a big part of my life, so not being able to kind of access that or be accessible, like, weekly, like
you take everything, people take things for granted, and when those opportunities come for us to have those facilities and have partnerships with coaches anywhere in our local areas, it's a massive thing. So we want to progress as players, we want to develop, and we want to have an impact on the sport.
And has blind football influenced you like privately, changed your perspective on things, and affected in general your life?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm only kind of quite new to blind football.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the sport, but in terms of like an England setup. And before that, I played goalball for Great Britain, which is a Paralympic sport. And I think it's had a huge impact for me personally, like kind of losing your vision and having that kind of support system, people around you who are like involved in the sport. And with blind football as well, running around the pitch, having that freedom to kind of move around, you don't get that on a daily basis being like blind or visually impaired. And so kind of those skills translate into everyday life, mobility, independence, kind of having that confidence to kind of, if you can like run on a football pitch at full pelt, like what can you do outside, you know what I mean? And I think it's kind of, I think it gives that resilience to kind of try other things in life really.
I agree. I think I'm very similar to Meg. I think the whole thing with losing your sight and being able to still do the sport you love is massive. I think if you really love a sport and if a disability stops you, it gets really hard. But finding blind football and finding a community, it just has a massive impact on your daily life. Finding that sport, gaining that confidence, like I'd say playing blind football has made me gain a lot of confidence in myself, but also in what I'm capable of.
Yeah, I think it just gives you kind of a bit of a reason as well. Like,
definitely.
It's kind of, it can be easy to wake up in the morning and think, there's lots of challenges, like, just in the house or getting out of the house. But, if you've got a reason, you're going to go play blind football, you're going to go train, and you never regret a session, do you? You never regret progressing.
For sure
so,
only before, but after, it's always,
you kind of
always
feel,
nice.
God, running. But I think it just gives you that purpose. It's a huge purpose, I think.
So Luz, could you explain a bit how this penalty shootouts would work from the center pitch to the goal?
Yes, it's a bit different to a penalty. So a penalty on the penalty spot and you'll take a shot from there. But for this, it's more just replicating, finding the space, going in towards goal and taking a free shot.
So we're judging distance, judging angles. Adam is going to be the guide behind the goal. So you're working off of his voice. Sometimes it's a case of really just honing in on the voice itself and using that as a gauge of where you are and finding the angle, but sometimes he may give specific information. So one of the things we'll be doing here is, because we've got Anna, one of the sighted goalkeepers is in goal, is like being realistic. Anna can't come out of her area, but like realistically in a game, we're not going to get to the edge of her 2-3 meter box and shoot, because we'll be tackled by defenders. So we're looking to shoot from sort of 6 to 8 meters
would
out.
Would you go slowly till you get to that point, or would you go still quite fast?
Usually the opposite, like you usually kind of speed up, and then as you get to goal, you want to do more touches, slow down, and kind of concentrate on your finish.
On that shot.
Oh, it's going to be very interesting to see you guys do this, because I know what you did when you were dribbling, and now it's time to make the golden goal.
There's a shot at the end of it now. There's a we were just talking about this. There's a danger of overthinking it.
So.
Let's go for it.
The England players are starting to carry out some penalty shootouts on the pitch.
Way.
Finish, mate. Job
Incredible.
Done. Yep. Safe.
Oh, nice.
Yes, mate.
Oh, woo!
Ball came back over and she just knew he was there.
Oh, I scuffed that.
Unlucky.
Oh, brilliant shot.
I'm out.
Try and shoot in a way that allows you to not have to take a massive swing at the ball.
So you don't want to push the ball so in front of you where you have to reach for it.
Might take a little bit longer for me to get down there.
Go on then.
Okay, so blindfold is back. Oh, what did you say? Blind mask is back on. Let's see if I can find it. I've got a ball. Ready to go.
I'm now trying out my own penalty shootout on the pitch.
That's speed.
Yeah, it was speedy.
Nice and controlled.
Oh.
Go on, Kev.
Oh, it's wide.
Nearly.
That was a mega system boost shot.
Yeah.
FA, nearly.
Yeah, you're definitely blind, FA. You almost think, should we try and see if that transfers into other things, like whether we'd be good at tap dancing or something?
Oh, definitely not. I could imagine you dancing, right, to be fair.
I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I say ballet.
I'm doing Irish dancing.
On target.
Yeah.
Way.
It's on target.
We're on target. I finally finished with my toes. That was better.
Go on, Kev.
Go on, Kevin.
Come on.
Go on, Kevin.
Go on, Kev.
Go on, Kev.
Go, Kev.
Go on, Kevin.
Relax.
Oh, I lost it.
I'm with you.
Silence in the crowd, please. Respect the silence, team.
Oh, he's got it.
Okay, line and
Go on,
cut.
Kev.
Oh,
Go on, Kev.
Go on.
go on. This is the one.
Take your time. Come on, finish.
No.
Oh.
What a terrible finish.
Good effort.
Go on, mate.
I just really need to learn how to dribble better. Because that was my big problem, because I lost control too many times. I couldn't really focus on listening all the time
the main
to
thing is
the
to get
goal.
back on it as
You've
well.
been given about 2 minutes to practice, so.
At least
We'll
I
let
ended
you
up
off
on
this
the goal a
time.
few times.
Exactly.
Oh, that was a very big humbling experience. Just to try that was makes my respect for what you guys do on the pitch is so incredibly high, because that is truly incredible. So thank you for having me on the pitch.
Well, thanks for taking your time.
And trying it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I wish a lot more people went to try this, because it is truly an incredible experience, and also something now I look forward to see you guys compete and scoring goals.
The next half of the bargain is that we get to drive your car
Yeah.
with a blindfold on.